Okay, not too much Metal Gear Solid or Hideo Kojima news, but we do have some more info on Hideo Kojima, and he's starting. Oh, he's starting!
Finally. Well, at least we have a lot more news than last week.
Yes, for Hideo Kojima, at least.
Well, yeah.
All right, so Hideo Kojima says, I'm back in the field. That's what he said. That's all I got. All right, what about Metal Gear news? I'm just kidding.
It's like, so on to Metal Gear now.
On to Metal Gear. So a couple of days ago, Kojima flew out to the U.S. and met up with Mark Cerny on a secret location, as he puts in himself. Today, he and his assistant Ayako shared some pictures of Kojima and what appears to be the performance capture studio from the Sony he visited earlier this year. Here you see him with Mark Cerny. You see him giving a thumbs up here. And you can see here a performance capturing studio with a Sony camera right here. So he says, quote, yes, Hideo Kojima is back in the field. Look forward to what's coming next. End quote. By Ayako. That's what he said.
I'm just wondering, what does that mean? What exactly is he bringing? Is it a game? Is he helping to produce? What's he doing?
I think it is for his game. I think he's just doing research. I think he's just doing things that like probably would see how it's going to fit. There's a lot of new technology, because the next thing I'm going to say, he's talking about new technology and how it improves and stuff. So he's probably just trying out different things. I don't think he has a game yet or a set in stone, like this is going to be the game, this is the title. I think he just has an idea, and he's probably just working around that to see if it works with the technology that he's going to use today. So Kojima said, this is the time I've chosen the latest tech called performance capture. All right, so yesterday we learned Kojima was back in the field, like I said before, and we saw some pictures of him and what looks like a Sony Visual Arts Service Group studio in San Diego. Today, he was there again, working with the performance capture technology. So here you see a bunch of pictures. It's like a picture of, so they do this motion camera with their faces, and they have a bunch of cameras like this around. So I don't know if you see it there, but
yeah. Well, I mean, we're putting it right there.
Right there, you can see it.
As
right here.
We speak. If you're listening, you can see us pointing at the picture.
They have this camera facing around you, right? A bunch of cameras, and they're taking different pictures and videos of your face and your facial expressions, like doing different things, and that's how they get it. The facial captures. So that's like something new. A game, as Arnaldo is doing the faces for those of you listening, he's doing the faces for you. That's a surprised face. That's a scared face. That's an angry face. That's an happy face. That's just an ugly face. But a good game that does that is L.A. Noire. I don't know if you've ever played that game or heard of it, but
I've heard of it.
They use like facial expressions for you to kind of, you're a detective and you gotta kind of figure out, are they lying? Are they not
lying? Yeah.
Yeah. So that's where I've seen it the most used. Here you see him with a Panasonic handheld camera. Inside here you see, this is interesting. It says closed set, producer approval, and employee escorts required. Meaning, this is top secret, man. Can't get in here.
Time for some infiltration.
That's right. And then you see here Kojima holding a camera. It's weird. I mean, he's shooting something or looking over his shoulder for something, but yeah. So he's starting. What do you think this can mean?
Well, as I stated before, I just don't know what he's starting in.
Yeah.
You know, he's holding the camera. Is he examining the camera? Is he using it? I don't know.
Yeah.
In terms of motion capture, I mean, they did the same thing with MGS5.
Yeah.
You know, they we saw Stephanie Joestin being photographed, and then all the faces that they use in Metal Gear were actual people.
Actual people, yeah.
You know, so it's, it's not something. It's not like this motion capture is new.
For sure.
I just wonder what he's planning to do with it.
Yeah, I think he just has a concept, maybe something that he has in his mind, an idea. I honestly don't know. I wish that we could have more information, but for now, we have to deal with The secrecy, of course, of Hideo Kojima and the works that he does. But it's interesting to me because this time you don't know what it is. This time it's like, it's not Metal Gear. You know, like when it's a top secret project, it's like, oh, okay, you know, Metal Gear Solid and stuff, whatever. But this time you have zero idea what he's going to do. Like, what kind of game is he making? Like, none of these pictures.
What genre,
right.
Nothing.
These pictures that I see here has zero indication that's going to be like a stealth game or an action game. Nothing. Like, there's no hints, you know? The only hint we get is that he's doing performance capturing. I doubt that he's doing like, okay, this is the first script, this is the first scene, we're doing performance capture for this. I highly doubt it. I think that this is just like kind of just testing it out and stuff, because his studio's in Tokyo, you know, not in San Diego. So maybe he's just trying it out so he could take it to his studio, bring it over there, see how he can efficiently do it. This game is rolling, man. I mean, hey, maybe we might see it in less years than we thought.
Yeah, instead of like 30 years, we'll see it in like, 28.
28, right, exactly.
Yeah,
You're right.
2 years less.
Yeah. So, Metal Gear news.
Yes. So here we have the Metal Gear Online movement and marking parameters explained. Voice pitch option is coming. So they've, like I said in the last episode, they're really distinguishing between each class and, really kind of breaking down what they can do, what they can't do, what they're good at, what they're not good at. Before all these changes, I remember when, the ratings and stuff like that, they were so sensitive. Like I was playing I started out as a scout. Yeah. And it's just by equipping a sniper rifle, you walk so heavily, like you walk so slow. Right. Now it's a lot more free, a lot more, it makes a lot more sense. A sniper rifle is not that heavy, you know? But here they distinguish a couple of things. I'm not going to go through all of them because I want you to go to MetalGearInformer.com and check it out for yourself. But we want to kind of give you a taste so that, you take the bait. Yeah. I'll just mention some of them, like, for instance, movement speed offset, sprint duration, time until next sprint, things like that. Now, of course, we've got the scout, the enforcer, and the infiltrator. In terms of movement speed, we can already distinguish that the infiltrator is the fastest.
And he lasts longer running.
Now check, the infiltrator is about 1.05 in points in terms of their speed, and then 13 in terms of its duration. So he runs for 13 seconds, like a full-on sprint for 13 seconds. Now, time until next sprint, of course, the infiltrator has the least, while the scout has the second least. I'm sorry, not the second least, but the second least, while the enforcer has the least. Yeah. It's 4 seconds for the enforcer until he can sprint again.
Oh wow.
While the infiltrator, he's a heavy guy. While the infiltrator's 3 seconds, while the scout is 3.5. So I've said this before. The scout is kind of like the middleman. Yeah. Like if you want the best of both worlds, kind of a thing,
stay with the scout.
You play as a scout. Of course, they also talk about markers. Now, here's the thing: markers. Mm-hmm. I didn't know this before, but depending on what class you're like trying to mark, it takes a different duration of time to mark that person. Okay. Like an infiltrator will take longer to mark than an enforcer. Yeah. So it's just like, I didn't know that. I never really distinguished it. But of course, it depends on what class is marking what, of course. You know what I mean? Yeah. We know that it takes longer for enforcers to mark more than it does the infiltrator than the scout. Yeah. Scout is first in that one. Yeah. But they talk about this and a lot more in this page. Go ahead and check it out at Metal Gear Informer. Now, they've also talked about voice pitching and stuff like that. We'll get much more information as it comes out. But this is kind of like a quick note here. Now, quote, We have a quick note as well for the next update. We're going to add a new voice pitch option when creating a character, which modifies the pitch of their in-game and preset radio audio. There are 9 levels of voice pitch from -4 to 4. This new setting will allow you to add an extra spark of personality to your character. I can see this getting annoying.
Absolutely.
You know, these squeaking and stuff like that is just like, okay, yep. You know, especially for those guys who they love to just repeat the same thing.
Oh goodness, yes.
Go, 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 go. You know, it's just like
it takes me back to Metal Gear Solid Online, the first one.
Where
it was like go, 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 go.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. But now just imagine like when they're being Fulton, you know, you can hit the talk button in order to say like, I need help or whatever the case may be. So can you imagine like a squeaky voice just constantly saying, I need help, I need help. You know, like especially if it's a woman's voice, it's going to get even more squeakier. So it's just
true.
Am I looking forward to this? Is it going to be as annoying as we think? And now Metal Gear Online, this is next. Metal Gear Online flinch issue will be countered in the next update.
Nice.
Okay. And I'm going to read a little bit here. Since the latest update, unintended responses have caused some concern among Metal Gear Online players. The developers have responded to the issue, saying it will be changed in the next update coming in April 7th. Oh, so we have an update date now. April 7th will be the next update. And then they go on by saying, thank you all for playing the new March update, Cloaked in Silence, expansion DLC. We hope you enjoy the new maps. Now, regarding a frequently mentioned concern, the team would like to share some update news to inform affected players. Players have experienced moments of where flinch or stagger motion that occurs when shot while moving can leave you temporarily invulnerable. Likewise, forward movement can continue through the animation, causing the player to appear to teleport to different locations.
Wow.
Yes, they're finally gonna fix this, because you've seen when we've played, it's just like,
what the heck was
I do
that?
something and then they're just, what? You know, like they'll just kill me. Like, you know, like I thought I had you.
Yeah.
Or like CQC shot. No, I think I know what they meant is with the sniper rifle. Like, I know if you shoot someone with a sniper rifle, they kind of flinch. Yeah. But you can't shoot them right away again. Right. Sometimes. And they'll flinch and then they'll be like somewhere else. So I'm really glad that they see it and they're going to change it. And the update version 1.11 will be available April 7th.
Just in time for survival mode.
Yes. This is the same update that will deliver the promised survival mode. You see? There you go.
There it is.
Survival mode is coming out on April 7th.
Yeah.
Which we will be debuting on twitch.tv/under the cardboard box.
Right. Right.
So follow us there. That is it for Metal Gear News. Get all of your Metal Gear news in Metal Gear Informer. They are the leading news source, at least for us, in terms of getting our Metal Gear news. They've done amazing jobs, detailed descriptions and articles, and we just love reading it. And we know that you will too. Again, that's MetalGearInformer.com.